You're watching Let's Chat.
It's always nice when our friends from the Tennessee Aquarium stop by, and they're here today to tell us all about National Pollinator Week and why that is so important for us to learn about. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Jenna. So good to see you, Tom.
It's good to see you.
So what is National Pollinator Week and why was this program created?
So National Pollinator Week is really just to highlight the role that pollinators play in our lives. It's estimated that pollinators produce about 100 of the crops that we use for food.
Right.
Without their work, that wouldn't happen, and there'd be about $18 billion in the economy that's lost. So think about it this way: 1 out of every 3 bites of food that you eat is due to the work of pollinators.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what can we expect this week in terms of events, festivities, what's going on?
So some of the things that we're doing at the aquarium is highlighting the pollinating plantings that we have around the aquarium. That's Jenna's job. She does a great job, enhancing the plantings that we have, not only for the aesthetics of the aquarium plaza, but really for the pollinators. These are native plants that bloom and support those pollinators, and things that you can do at home.
Now, I really like learning about what you do. You said maintenance supervisor, but it's all about the plants and outside. Talk to me about why this week is important and what you have going on at the aquarium.
Of course. So I started out as a landscape technician, so I have an experience in horticulture. And part of my passion at the aquarium has been to grow these plants. And this Pollinator Week is a really great time to focus on those and appreciate our pollinators. We have a lot of plants in bloom right now. So.
Wow. So talk to me about the species maybe represented. That are they low? I guess they're local?
Yes, they're native plants, so they're plants that are adapted to this region. And we're pushing the native plants and highly recommending homeowners to plant them as well. They're adapted to our region, so they have a reduced need for fertilizer, irrigation.
Right.
You can find things at the aquarium this week like purple coneflower.
Beautiful.
Yes, black-eyed Susan as well.
So they grow well here out in the wild. And there's a giveaway you're giving right now. Could you talk to me about that?
Yes, of course. That's the native seeds. There's about 4 different varieties that are available to aquarium members.
Right. Now, talk to me about the butterfly garden.
Yeah, so the butterfly garden is one of the favorite features of the Ocean Journey building. It's there all year round, and most of the butterflies that are in there are species that you'd find in Costa Rica. But right now we've got some Asian species in there that are absolutely spectacular. Rose Segbers, our entomologist, has ordered some monarch butterflies for National Pollinator Week. So when you go in there, you get up close views of some monarchs, and we're also showing Flight of the Butterflies 3D at IMAX, which is featuring monarchs and that incredible migration that they make. We're lucky here in the Tennessee Valley because we get to see them coming and going. It takes 3 generations of monarchs to go from the mountains of Mexico to Canada, and that 4th generation, the super generation, is the one that comes back through here in October.
They come through here.
Right through our area, and they are the ones that are heading to Mexico to start that cycle over again. So it's important for us to create these pollinator way stations to support all kinds of butterflies, bees, and hummingbirds right here in our backyard. And it's scalable. So if you live in an apartment, you can do this in a planter or a condo. You can do it in a small scale. If you've got a large yard, you could dedicate a corner to it. I just put in 2 at my house this year. And there were rocky areas that really didn't grow grass, so the raised beds were a perfect solution and an opportunity to invite more pollinators into the yard.
Jen, are you looking forward to seeing the monarchs come through your gardens?
Yes, I've already seen them. And yes, it's been so satisfying because when I first started planting, I was like, are we even going to see them come through? But I've seen quite a bit even this past year with an increased amount of
And we've had some caterpillars there too.
Yeah,
so
already this year.
Using the plants like they should through their whole life cycle.
I'm thankful for people like you that like critters, because when my boys were little and they wanted to go in the butterfly garden, I just I hated it.
There are a few people that have that reaction, but others just absolutely love being surrounded by butterflies.
You should love it. They're beautiful. I'll rather watch it from the IMAX seat and the air conditioning. But thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Jenna and Tom, always so good to see you, and for the good work you're doing. It's beautiful, but it's important too. So Pollinator Week is this June 19th to the 25th. You can learn more at tnaqua.org/pollinators. Become a member and get your free packet of local seeds that feature these wildflowers that the pollinators love. And make sure you stop by our aquarium, our wonderful partners. We love having you on the show. Thank you again so much for coming on, Jenna and Tom. Go check them out.